Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today is the 5th day of the first Guild Wars on the Green Day. And of course we did end up winning yesterday, just getting our 50 seals and a little bit of XP. So let's see what our battles are for today. One thing to note is yesterday, I didn't mention it because I didn't realize it was fixed at the time, but they did they fixed the repick thing. Earlier I said that you were able to repick if you go all the way out of the Guild Wars and then go back in. They have fixed this, so you will no longer be able to do that. So that'll be fair now, since you can't just randomly repick whoever you have as your battle. Just stay as the person who you originally had there, regardless of how many times you do that. So that is working as intended now. We will have a lot of very annoying teams. I can see we're already starting off with a crypt-like team. I will be going with a basically just modified version of what I was going to do before. I was going to do basically this exact same team, except I was going to do a web spinner and a Salvani Mora. I have changed that now to a Kristrinax and a Famine, mainly because of course we know now that summoning is pretty good, so we'll need that. And the Famine is mainly just to make sure that any annoying casts that they have, such as the Death Mark and True Damage right there, will not be able to go off. So definitely a really annoying battle. Somewhat similar to mine, I'm also running a True Damage Death Mark team of my own in my battling thing. If we go over to our defend, that's what I'm running every single day actually this week, is just the new Crypt weapon with the Death Knight class, Crimson Bat, Death, and Famine. They have said that they will be nerfing next patch. They will be bringing Deathmark down to a 1-turn delay. Currently, it has a 0-turn delay, and it used to have a 2-turn delay. 2-turn delay was definitely way too weak. 0-turn delay is definitely towards the stronger side, so they're just kind of making it now to a 1-turn delay. Currently, it is still a 0-turn delay, and I don't believe that's being changed until the next major patch. So let's go into our battles now, see what we can do. Hopefully not lose one. That'd be bad if we lost on the very first battle. There is a possibility that we can feed Draculus quite a bit. I almost feel like switching out Dark Maiden for a loyalty, as weird as that may seem, a loyalty on double green, mainly because I am slightly scared that he's just going to get enough true damage to kill us out. And at least with loyalty, we would not need to worry about that. We will have to drop the red color, but I think it'll work out. Let's see, trait-wise, we would gain additional life and armor every single cast. She is okay as far as tankiness, decent HP, gives life to all others. Oh, the problem is she gives it to all others, but we can just summon through Kristrinax. So we'll run with this. Instead of our current banner, we'll just go with a double green, and we'll try it out this way then. And play it a little bit more defensively, probably aim at like green-purple, green-blue, stuff like that. So let's just adapt and see what we can do with this one. And he does have minus blue as well, so maybe we'll create blue since Draculus won't be able to use blue as effectively. So let's see what we can do here. And of course, just double check that today is indeed a green day. That'd be horrible. I almost did that on my Let's Play account using a color that wasn't of the day's color, but there we go. We are pure green, which is today against Martha's Guardian. So let's get into this against the Drizzt. So we have adapted our team accordingly, and let's see how it goes down. We do have our summon, of course. We have our mana drain. We have our little bit of board control, not heavy, but hopefully loyalty can work out for us. So there is a green off the bat. We can do a purple into a red, which I probably would do if we were on the previous banner. But actually, I might still do it. We have that chance of a purple drop, right, or a green drop, sorry, right there, which we do end up missing. But of course, we do get to crystallize from it, which was the main reason for doing it. Gosh, maybe I should have stayed on the other banner. Keep getting our colors right now. At least we don't have a -1 yellow right now, which will allow us to get our famine up a little bit quicker than what our previous team would have. The previous team was focusing more on just spamming out our Kraken as much as possible. So we do have a couple options. I could bait out Skulls, which I'm almost leaning towards doing at this point. We're only one little poke away, so let me just get to our Kraken real quick before I do that. And I'll just spam at Skulls. Just keep distracting him. There isn't really much benefit he gets. He only does 27 damage each. We can almost kill out his hero. There we go, never mind. We just killed out his hero by doing that. We got another little poke. Gosh, I think Loyalty has the second lowest attack of any Guardian, and it's tearing them apart. I believe the absolute lowest is Humility, if I am not mistaken. So we'll throw down the Kraken right here. Hope for a Devour. Not huge if we don't get it, but we do indeed get it. Is today going to be like yesterday, where we get like a 90% rate of Devour? The one day that we end up getting a lose on, we only end up getting like one Devour the entire day. I guess we're getting better luck the rest of the days though. Not the color I really wanted to remove, but we do get a extra turn off of it, which is why I aimed at it. And we'll just throw it at Skulls, and that is pretty much a match at this point. You know, this is a lot stronger than I thought it would be with a Loyalty. I keep forgetting Loyalty actually isn't that bad. She's just a little slow because of the, ooh. Okay. Well, that changes things slightly. She's just a little bit slow because of, she's mainly just for defensive purposes. Okay, this is actually a little bit weird of a situation because I might end up winning the battle with one troop less, which I do not want to have to do. I'm just really scared of those death marks. If we lose our Christine X right there, that could be an issue. We could either end it now, because we might lose additional troops, or try getting Christine X and replace it out. I think, as much as I don't want to, I think I'm just going to win the battle now with 3 troops, as there is a good possibility we'll lose even more, and could possibly even lose the game if I do not end him now. So I will deliberately not take full points here, just to play it safe. So there we go. Only lost one, unfortunately, but we did get the win. It's only the first battle, not really worth that much points anyways. Wouldn't want to lose it straight out, or we'd lose a lot of points later on. So we'll just play it safe and go for that. A little bit unfortunate that we ended up losing one, but oh well, nothing we could really do. Triple Famine Dev. How badly I want to use a Loyalty. Too bad that won't really work out. With this team, I will, of course, switch back to what we had earlier with the Dark Maiden. That Maiden. The Dark Maiden. We'll go and switch back to the Dragon Banner, or the Dragon Soul Banner, as I have renamed it. This is mainly to get up our Kraken quickly. It'll also help get our Dark Maiden up a little bit quickly. It will make our Famine go slightly slower, but we don't really need our Famine. Our Famine's kind of just there for backup, and so we cover every single color. Otherwise, I'd be using Sylvanie Mora for Skull Negation, which we haven't really needed yet. The main reason for using Dark Maiden here, of course, instead of the other one, is she doesn't really benefit much for magic, which they're going to be reducing quite a bit. She also heals herself before they start reducing her magic too badly, which will help against the death and everything. So she'll work out pretty well. She also has Nature Link, which of course helps out a lot since we are using all greens, of course, for today. So let's get into this battle. We do get a web as well. Web will have almost no effect, since nothing on this team is really based too heavily on magic. But we'll throw it down here, see what we can get as far as a board. Try getting her mana up as quickly as possible, hopefully get alignment, and go from there. And, okay, well, that's a pretty good starting board. I'm fine with that. There we go. So it's all yellows to any color. So we can do blue right here then. So let's do just that. We'll do that on blue. Get a pretty decent 10 mana right there into some additional mana as well. Goals, I think I'm just going to straight up ignore. I don't think we really need to go for them. Though that green into a skull is somewhat tempting. But taking the blue would be enough for Christine X. But I think I'm going to take the green. That'll be full mana on her for when we start getting some more yellows on the board. Also, us denying out yellows will, of course, be denying out his 3 famines, which will help out quite a bit as well. The move I was going to take previously is still there and still takes a skull. So we'll go for just that. Get a poke, get our Kraken, good to go. Might use her again on blue if we can get alignment. Otherwise, I'll just throw the Kraken. We also have Christine X to throw, but doesn't look like we have anything too particularly good. We can get purples right now, but that will kind of have to wait since we do have Kraken. So hopefully we'll get the Death killed. Really odd slot to have a Death in, knowing that quite a few people have been using Kraken this week. Probably should have put the Death in 3rd slot right there. I actually am much prefer going Death, Famine, Death than Famine, Death, Famine. I find the triple Death to be stronger than the triple Famine, but he might not actually have it. Why he's going triple Famine. But yeah, definitely if you were going a team like this, put the Death up a slot, at least. Or else it's going to get hit by a Kraken or Assassin class or something. Okay, so I might just go for a Skull here. He's really close. We can clean up with a Christine Axe, so we don't even need to worry about his mana or anything. So we'll get that out. That will throw or summon, but I don't foresee us really losing a troop this battle, so not really an issue. There's a possibility to take blue after this, possibly even on an extra turn, though I do not think I'm going to go for it. I'm leaning towards red right here simply because it's most populated. The other option would be purple, but I really do not want to remove purple here, so let's go for the red, see where that brings us. And we do get the famine kill. We get the second one webbed if it happens to somehow get its ability up. Takes that in a wrong way, so it doesn't really get anything out of it. Nice for us. Doesn't look like the yellows can really do anything for us, so we'll just take our extra turn right there and then see what we have as options. Not much. Of course, as I was mentioning earlier, it keeps losing all of its magic, which isn't too big a deal since all it does is heal, and it already healed enough that the death will not be able to kill it in any timely fashion, at least as long as they don't take too many skulls on us. We'll just take the purple, get our recrystallize, get our Kraken going a little bit. One more purple should be enough because we do have the banner set, so it can get up quickly. So we'll probably just take that then. And I think we could have gone for the green instead. But we'll leave the green. He did just deny our blue, so our Kraken does have a lower chance of getting a land here. But we do end up getting a double kill. Yeah, we do end up missing the blues since he did remove some of the blues. And all we have now is to kill out the second famine. And Christine Axe, no, that will not be enough damage to do so. We'll just aim it at something like a brown here. Deny one of his colors out just to make sure. And yeah, pretty much good to go. All we have to do is just throw this out on any mana generation that we need, and that is match. And it looks like we can do it on green, which is the most ideal thing we could do with a full team of green. He is one of the few troops that can generate green mana for your team. The other two, I believe, are Loyalty and Web Spinner, but she is the lowest rarity troop that I am aware of that can effectively create you greens. There might be a few others that are also of the green color. Of course, green seer you can't really use because it's a different color, and there's a few others I believe that are also different colors. But Dark Maiden, Loyalty, and Web Spinner are definitely the best three for doing so. A Scion, not quite sure how I feel about that. That can be a little bit annoying. Not quite sure what the Anvil of Might is here for, though he is using Death Knight class, so we do have to be wary of that. That did it was a little bit bad against us in the very first battle, of course. I had to not risk it and go for the kill, and we ended up losing a troop. But yeah, other than that, it seems like a really weird choice of weapon. Mang would be a lot stronger than the Anvil of Might, especially since the stats are higher in Guild Wars, so I would definitely advise it. You'd have both, because they both require 40 brown red, so if you have Mang, you have Anvil of Might, and I'd definitely consider going Mang over the Anvil of Might. But we'll throw this team again. Doesn't look like we really need to change anything. We still need Dark Maiden up front because we will be losing a lot of magic from the aspect of famine. We also need that lower mana cost because we are going to be drained whenever he takes skulls. He's going to steal all of our mana, so we have to be really careful of that. I'll probably focus more on getting our Kraken up and Christine X rather than our Dark Maiden this time around, and we'll see what we can do. There's also currently no counter to that of mana drain, so regardless of what we put there, even if it had Impervious, would not be able to counter out a first slot Scion. First slot Scion tends to be towards the weaker side though, even though it doesn't really have a counter at this current moment. What makes it weaker is the fact that it has one of the lower attack values of any troop. Not just that, but out of every daemon, if I'm not mistaken, it has the lowest attack of any daemon in the game right now. So that's pretty bad, given that daemons are normally attack-oriented. It has a good skull effect, it just doesn't have the damage to go with the skull effect. So there we go, he just gives us a 10 yellow right there, into more yellow. We already have famine up, gosh. Well, that will help out a lot in making sure he can't really do anything, so that is helpful. I'd take a purple here if we could, though I'll just take a skull since there doesn't appear to be any option. We do web it, that'll make very little difference since most of its effect comes with its mana drain. I might end up famining it the next turn just so we don't have to deal with any random mana drains. I think I'll go for a red right now and hope he doesn't end up draining it. We could also go for a blue, which would guarantee us a Christine X next turn, but there's really no point in doing that because we'll have full mana in 2 turns, and next turn I am probably designating towards the famine. since he will take mana, though he did not take mana, but he still got it off the famine. So yeah, we will have to throw this out. I will be aiming it at the Scion just because I don't want to have to deal with this on-scroll effect. Now we'll just have to kill his famine before he gets mana, and that will basically be a match thereafter. Even if he does get it off, he might get a kill, in which case all we have to do is just replace it back out. So, okay, we do need to get purple somehow. And it doesn't look like we have somewheres that we can. Taking blue would be pointless. I almost want to wait a little while. I'm almost tempted to take out green from the board. I definitely want to aim at one of 3 of Famine's colors. I just don't know which. I guess we'll go brown and then see from there. It does look like there's a lot of yellow, though, on the board. Okay, so if we do get another opportunity, I will aim it at yellow. Okay, so we get a little bit of split damage. I'll probably take the blue into the purple here. That'll recrystallize us. That'll get us our mana. Oh, we could take it over here too, which gives us a chance at a red drop. Go for that instead. And we do miss the red drop, but we do have Kraken available for use. Doesn't look like we have any way to draw. Oh yeah, we do. We can take the blue into the yellow. Is that worth it? It will reduce our chance of getting an extra turn on our Kraken, but it will deny some of his colors and give us a little bit as well, and some red off the top. So not the worst of things that could happen. We'll throw the Kraken. We'll have Christine next turn, and we'll see where that brings us as far as the board. Well, we get a Devour, though. Oh no, we got a Devour right on his death mark. Well then, that's not good. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But hopefully we do not lose our Christine X at least. We'll throw this down, get some of our manas going. He'll probably take for full mana right here. I don't believe I have a way of stopping a famine, so we'll just have to throw our Christine X and Skull distract him, and see where that brings us on the following turn. So we'll do that. Hopefully we won't lose anything more other than just our Dark Maiden there. So Dark Maiden is going to go down, of course. Now the only question is what will happen with all of these death marks. Good, we did cleanse on our Christine X. The only problem is the best we can do is only summon once, because a single Christine X cast will end up killing him, unfortunately. So hopefully the other 2 do not end up getting killed. Right here I'll just take the yellow. Actually, I don't even know. I want to take as minimal mana as possible right here. I guess I'll gosh, all these moves look bad. Gosh, maybe I need to take more mana than just minimal amounts. I guess I'll just take the blue then. Single blue. I want to deny his brown though, but he gets to deny our blue if I do. I'll just take that. There we go. Oh, I'll still take it. I did that so we wouldn't take 2 manas. Oh well. I don't think he's killing anything out of it. Good. Good, and we got the double cleanse. So all we have to do now is cast Christine X, and we are good to go. We just need to get Christine X's mana up before he can get Famine's mana up, and then we'll finish with a full board, unlike the first battle. So we'll work towards that. We'll obviously want to take blues. We'll also want to get a purple whenever we can, as that will give us the crystallize, though anything less than about 1 or 2 more turns from now wouldn't even be worth going for the crystallize. But I will try for it here, see if we can get it off the top. He is dangerously close to getting a cast, though, which may end up hitting our... Okay, good. He's just denying our mana there, which may end up hitting our Christine X. We do still need to get mana before he does. It's not looking that good. I don't want to use a Kraken. There's no point in doing a Kraken here. Oh, gosh. We still need half our mana. I don't think we're going to get it in time. That is not good. I don't think he can take any mana other than this yellow, though. So if we at least deny that yellow... Oh, no, he can take the brown. Oh, no. Oh, there he goes on famine. There goes that plan. Out the door. So we'll just deny a... I'll take the red and hope for a yellow. Ooh, nice. Oh, we can get full mana, but there's no way we can Skull Distract. Well, that's annoying. I'll have to take a green and hope he's not smart enough to aim at Christine X, then just rush him up the afterwards, because there's a blue there, and we should be able to outrush him now that we have Crystallize. So as long as he doesn't hit Famine, we'll win with full. Otherwise, we'll win with only 2 troops. Okay, we'll win with full. So that'll work out then. We'll just move our blue up, start getting the rest of our mana, and Crystallize should be able to outrun him. Also, we got to recrystallize, not like that makes any difference. So all we really have to do is just take blues or deny one of his 3 colors, and we will win. So we'll take the blue, hope for a red, and 2 more turns, we just win by default, regardless of what he really does. So, looks like a match. And we did end up getting it barely. That was really close. We barely end up finishing this battle with all 4 troops. There we go. All we have to do now is cast the Christine X and hope he doesn't somehow miraculously get full mana. That would be bad. Okay, there we go. And that'll be enough to win. All we have to do is cast this anywheres. We'll get the summon and we get to kill. And hopefully that summon does count. I don't know if I killed him prior to that summon. Hopefully it counts. I'm not quite sure. 1176. I don't know if that's the max or not. Let's just say it is. Not quite sure if that summon did count for it, but I'm pretty sure it did. Okay, well, there we go. We finished with all 4 troops, supposedly, as long as the game counted it as such. And still undefeated. We did lose 1 troop on the very first battle, but I had to do that since losing the entire battle is a lot less points than just losing a single troop. That single troop loss was probably under like 20 or 30 points on the very first battle, so not huge of a deal. He is using an Emperor Corvash and a Spirit Fox. Spirit Fox will deny our yellow, not really a color I use heavily, though we do need it for our Dark Maiden for its cast. I could switch into a loyalty here, which I am slightly tempted to do, mainly because, again, we will be needing a slightly higher HP than the previous battle, and why not? Might as well do it. We'll get to crystallize. Banner, I may keep the same, though, even though we wouldn't use the red. I might, or not the same, but I might switch it to like a double purple or something to focus out the Kraken. Could maybe even switch their 2 location. I don't want to lose the Christine X, though, and we might lose it to a Mira, even. Actually, I might need to just replace out Christine X now that I think about it, because if a Mira just randomly hits, it's not only our summon, but it will end up getting the kill. So we might have to find a replacement for Christine X. That or do like a double Giant Spider. Maybe instead of the Dark Maiden, we throw in Giant Spider, and go Giant Spider, Kraken, Giant Spider, Kraken. As weird as that may seem, I think that might be the game plan. So let's switch up a bit. Yeah, let's go do that. Let me make a different slot for it, though. Just so I don't accidentally forget what that one team may be. Not like I most likely will, but just in case. So let's adapt, go for the Giant Spider, Kraken, Kraken. There we go. And using multiples does still give you full points, by the way. And we'll just throw it onto a double blue so we can deny his blues. Oh, wait. What's Frozen Banner? Oh, never mind. Let's go Frozen Banner. Even better. Frozen Banner is +2 blue, +1 purple, and -1 red. And, of course, we do not use the red other than on the little spider summons, but we're not really going to be using them. So let's name that Safe Blue. We got our double summon. We got our double damager. We'll just keep feeding the Krakens. We'll keep creating blues. As soon as we kill out his Corvash, he doesn't even use blue. Of course, our giant spiders may die. That's still going to happen from an Amira. But at least if one dies, the other one will be able to replace out the slot. Also, let me do one last tweak, and that is move the other Kraken to first slot. So there we go. Kraken, giant spider, Kraken. Depending on what kind of team you're up against, you may need to reorganize them some, but we'll throw this down and see what we can do. Also, why did I say safe blue? This doesn't even use purple. What am I doing? Fail. I did that yesterday, too, the other day. What am I doing? The fail is strong. I did that as safe blue. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just create a bunch of blue. That doesn't use purple. I mean, that doesn't use, Oh, wait. Hello. Wait. Yeah, never mind. What am I saying? It's Green Day. I'm all out of it today. I'm still thinking like it's like the purple day from yesterday. What am I doing? That is correct. It's the fact that I named it Safe Blue, which is what threw me off. When it should be because... I don't know why I named it Safe Blue. Safe Green. Ignore everything that happened in the last minute. Anyways, Kraken, Giant Spider, Kraken. We're good to go. Let's do this. Also, we can kill out the Spirit Fox even though it has Stealthy. Though Amira, we have no way of targeting. Though we wouldn't really need to. Well, he has 3 Stealthy on him, gosh. Yet we'll be able to target them all down. So this is indeed an all-green team. It is named correctly now. Okay, let's get into this before I mess something up. Okay. So, We'll want to focus on, I don't even know. We'll probably we'll just take everything off the board and see where that leaves us. So we'll aim for, oh, nice. We'll probably just aim for Kraken now. Oh, never mind. We could just extra turn spam him like crazy. Can we get an infinite loop going? Can we really get an infinite loop going on turn 1 of a Guild Wars battle? I have yet to do that yet. Doesn't look like it. If we had purple alignment right here, we probably could. I'll throw down the Kraken and see where that brings us, but it's probably going to miss. Yep. If we had purple alignment right there, that would have been amazing. Oh, gotta watch out. Gotta watch out. Gonna Corvash us. There goes the Spirit Fox, so we need to take as many blues as we can. Oh, if he would have taken an extra turn there, that would have been horrible. Horrible, horrible. Okay, we'll take our blues right there. Get the turn, take another blue, hope for a red. Not because we need red, but because we need the damage. Take the skull regardless. I might just keep trying to loop turns here until we can kill his Corvash, as I do not want to have to deal with his mana drain whatsoever. We'll go for brown or purple right there. Brown to purple. And no way we can get Kraken all the way up. I can try getting a skull somewhere around here, but it's just going to be a skull distract rather than anything. So we'll just go for our mana right there for our Kraken. Throw down the Kraken. Hopefully it'll land an extra turn. Unfortunately, it is taking our manas right there. Though it does look like we will be able to take a skull to kill him out, so he won't be able to do anything. So we will take the extra turn, get a little bit of damage, split around. We'll take the skull not into blues. We can take this for some blues if we wanted to, but I'm going to leave them on the board. He doesn't actually use anything with blue, so if he goes for blues, he's just going to waste his turn. Oh, he will get yellow out of it, though, right? Yeah, he will get yellow out of it. Never mind. I'll have to deny my own blue. We'll do that. Actually, he doesn't even use yellow, but oh well. He could have gotten some kind of cascade, but we'll do that. Take our brown right there. Get our double kill, and that's already matched. Wow. Maybe I should have been using this team the whole time. Gosh. See what our final battle is. That's the Kraken Giant Spider loop for you. Okay. So yeah, that is an all green day of team. I don't know why. I was like, for some reason I thought it was like a blue day or purple day the other 2 days. It threw me off because they're both on the other sides of it. Don't know why. Oh, also, by the way, I didn't show this earlier. We did end up being the first guild ever to hit 1 million Guild War points, which is pretty cool. Of course, some of the guilds were just reaching 1 million trophies recently. That's not an achievement our guild has yet, but we're still at number 10. But there's 3 guilds with it now, Anonymous, Interim, and Matchmatchers. But we are the first to hit 1 million Guild Wars points, so at least we have something going for us. Let's see. Oh, let's do our final battle then. Outlander. Same team as before, pretty much. What do we throw at it, though, is the question. This team, I don't think I'll want to do due to the Scion, since we don't have any way to quickly kill the first lot. Let's go back to our pure green team. And I'm pretty sure I'll just go for this. Try getting our Famine up. Focus mainly on our Kraken and Christine X. Devour 1 to Famine, so he'll probably get a poke at us. He does have true damage, but it's only a bat, and I believe he will need 3 casts. Yes, he will need 3 casts of his bat in order. Oh, he does have Scion, though. Well, we can deny blue off our Christine X if we need. We should be fine. I think this will be okay. He has a lot of mana drain, and that true damage may poke us out, but we'll run with this. I think we'll still be fine, and see how it goes. So pure green, still all pure green. Throw it down, and see what we can do with this. We'll want to get a pretty quick dark maiden if we can. Well, we get purples. Looks like we're going Kraken. So we'll go for that. Some Famine mana. That will help us out a lot. Don't know if I'm going to commit all the way to him. Can we drop it? No, we cannot. All this mana is right here, and we cannot drop those yellows. Oh, never mind. I didn't see that there. Good thing it was blinking. So we'll just take that. We'll try for our purple here. Go for the purple off the top. Skull, I'm not too worried about. We literally have 0 mana on her, so it's not going to make any difference. We did miss the extra purple right there. He'll just take a skull poke, stealing 0 mana. Not worried about that at all. What I am worried about, though, is casting our Kraken, as I could have some bad side effects. So, ooh, if I take the brown, he gets yellow. I do not want to feed his Famine, so I'm going to have to take a really weird move and take the yellow, even though we have -1 yellow. Just need to get our Famine up before he gets his, even if that means we're getting slightly lower mana. I can let him take another skull. I'm not too worried about him killing our first troop, as of course we do have a Christinax waiting in the back there. I think I'll take this one since I'm not using the Kraken right away. It's fine if we take a couple blues away. He uses blues quite well, so denying them would be in our benefit. Taking yellow right here, regardless of if it surges or not, will not be enough mana due to the banner that I currently have set, so that's a bit unfortunate. And baiting out a skull won't really do much either. So we do get Christinax next turn. The only problem is Christinax doesn't really do much. So I think I'm just going to keep going for our Famine mana, even though he's going to be 1 off right there. Just keep getting that up. I'll probably just replace out our Dark Maiden with a little Spider. I think that'll be the game plan at this point in the match. We do still have Christinax, though that will have to be used to deny him out. I do not want to use our Kraken yet, as the blues that it creates may end up giving him a Scion, and I do not need him draining us right here. So I'm just going to take a poke. Hopefully we can get Famine mana next turn. I'm just going to have to just randomly remove something. Oh, only problem is, yeah, let me take the blue, as weird as that may seem. But I need to deny him. There's also running out of moves on the board, and I don't want to give him a shuffle, as you saw there. That's why I end up taking the blue, because if I didn't, we would have gave him that shuffle. So I got to be careful about that. Okay, so he has exactly enough skull damage to kill us out here, which I actually want him to do. So that's pretty nice. So we'll let him take the skull right here. I will try getting the reds. It's highly unlikely that he'll get an extra turn. So good. Okay, we didn't even get the red. So he'll just do the skull right there. That will kill us out, but we will be able to get the summon. I will take this red just because there's a little bit of extra damage onto him. And we'll just throw the Christinax now, which will replace out our slot that we had just lost. I will deny out one of the colors, though. We kind of don't need yellow anymore, so we might just go for that. Doesn't look like it has too high of a boost ratio. Doesn't really look like it'll cascade into anything either. So maybe not, but we don't really need the color. So I think I'm just going to go deny the yellows out. He'll get a skull most likely. We get our little summon. Okay, it didn't get a skull. Oh yeah, never mind, it did. So we'll go and wait on our Famine now. We do have Kraken, though I do not want to risk that. Even still, I do not want to risk it. We do need to get Crystallized as well. I might just go for a purple instead of the green-blue. It's most likely going to go for that move, and then we could just get a even stronger Famine cat. Oh, good thing I did not go for that purple. That would have given him a 5 times of green. Almost didn't notice that. So I guess I will have to go for this move. Oh no, that will give him purple. Gosh, maybe I should just throw Famine. The only problem is I don't think Famine right now is enough damage to kill out his first slot. How much is that? 22, 24, 48, 78. Oh, never mind. That's enough. If I calculated that right. Yeah, it is. Okay, it was 78. So that's fine. We'll just take the skull here. Oh, then again, that skull is such little value. It would almost be wasting our turn. Let's go for a Kraken, finally. There we go. Our first Kraken we cast, and it does pretty decent. We can remove reds. It will give him a skull, but it is denying something pretty crucial from him. So we will go for that. He does need the reds, of course, for his Crimson Bat. And the Famines are almost dead. If we can get one more Kraken or one more Christinax, we're pretty much good to go. Oh, excuse me. We're pretty much good to go. Okay, so... Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. 1 mana off. That is really annoying, and I have no quick way to really counter that out. We don't use these reds. There's no way we're going to get enough damage on it quick enough. So I'm just going to have to waste my turn here, it looks like. There doesn't really appear to be any other option other than wasting our turn. So we'll have to let that happen. We do need to get another Christinax, so we'll just delay until then. It doesn't look like he'll get a Crimson Bat off, though that Crimson Bat will have pretty much no effect. It'll just hit us for some true damage, which is going to do nothing since we have plenty of HP at the moment, at least for 1 cast, probably even for 2. So not really an issue that we'll have to worry about, so that's good. I'll just keep denying blues just in case. We need it for our Christinax anyway, so we'll try the blue, maybe get a purple off the top. We don't get it, but we just need to get Christinax mana regardless. Ooh, ouch. Don't you keep getting Famines. Just keep getting Skull Distracts. So don't get so much that you kill the Kraken. That I do not need happening. I still need that Kraken to live. Purple. Guess we go for a purple here. Green would basically serve no effect since we'll need that later. It would deny his famine though. But I'm probably just gonna go for this purple over here. Get it on Surge would be full mana. We can throw the Kraken and get a double kill in case the famine start getting close. Though we did not get the Surge, unfortunately. But one more poke on our manas will be enough for that. So we can just take the purple right there and get the double kill. Then get the blues into our Christine next, and then that'll be the match, hopefully. So we'll do just that. There is our Kraken. He'll do whatever this turn. And as long as he does an extra turn somehow, which he doesn't, we could just throw the Kraken. And it did get its magic reduced, but still enough to get a kill. Oh no! He can get a kill on our thing if he gets a skull. So I do have to watch out for skulls now as well. But all we have to do now is just take a... Oh! Not again. Not again. I gotta decide if I want to end with 3 troops or 4. We'll have Christine next turn. The only problem is he's gonna get a kill. Oh gosh. Maybe I should have just stuck with the double Kraken, double Giant Spider. Because this team ended up giving us 2 kills that I can't really replenish. On the very first battle we had one, and here again I'm going to have to do it. Because if I do not take the skull, he will take it. And that will kill our... Kraken due to the 2x skull damage on anything that is damaged. We will get 1 summon back, but we'll just get the summon back that he just killed. And we could just cast it again. The only problem is I think I might do so much damage with the Christine X that we might kill it. And I don't know if we'd be able to get the mana up quick enough to still get a win. I think we're just going to go for the kill. Not too huge of a point difference, but it is the final battle though. I don't really foresee him winning off of just his true damage. So I think I am, as weird as it may seem, I think I am going to not take that skull. Hopefully I will not regret that. So there he goes. He kills another troop. We'll go here and try to get the rest of our mana down now so that we can get the final summon that we're going to be needing. Throw this down on Brown. Hopefully get some nice cascades here. And we do... Ah! I just can't win. He took out the troop. No. Really? You just got too eager. As soon as it summoned, it wanted to take a skull. Oh well. Well, that changed nothing. We still ended with 3 troops, so... Oh well. I tried. I tried, but we killed him. Not how I thought we would, but oh well. Well, I said we'd get cascades, and we got a cascade. Well, not the best of points for today. At least we didn't end up getting a lose. How much was it again? I believe my max I can get is like 8,420 or something. Never mind. It had to be higher than that. Maybe it was 8,820 or something. But yeah, we did end up getting about, what, 300-ish, 400-ish less points because we did lose a troop on the first battle and we lost a troop on the final battle. But at least we didn't actually get a lose, so still a pretty decent amount of points. Anyways, that is the Green Guild Wars day. Luckily, I did not completely mess anything up too bad. Could have gone a little bit better. I think Giant Spider may be your best bet for summoning, as not only does it do a huge amount of purple generation, it doesn't do any damage when it summons, so it's not going to be like your Christine X, where in some situations you may not be able to cast it, because it might just overkill your enemy. So yeah, I actually really like the double Giant Spider, double Kraken. I feel like that was the strongest team that I ended up using here, even though that wasn't the initial team I was planning on using. I was just using that as a counter to one of the teams, but it still seemed like one of the best bets. Could have a little bit of a mana problem, as it only does use 3 colors, of course. Maybe put like something else on it just to cover a bit more. Maybe a famine if you have one, or just something. Maybe the Sylvanie Moor if they have skull spam or something. Or it just depends on the preference and what you're up against and what you have. But anyways, that is the Guild Wars for today. If you guys have any other questions about the Guild Wars or anything else in general, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching and have a wonderful day.